So in our last little mini-sode, you saw that we have committed to racing seats in the Model 3. Well, these are the extra seats I bought. Actually, that's the parts of an extra seat that I bought. We have already started tearing it apart, and this is what we need. So this is actually the wiring harness, and this is actually the seat sensor, which is interesting. Because I went ahead and took apart the passenger seat first so I could check it out. I actually sliced open my finger, so that was fun. But then I looked at the driver's seat, and turns out they're different sensors. I didn't take apart the driver's seat yet, that's the one still together. So that's what I'm gonna do real quick, kind of bring you guys along and see how we can take all this, fit it into our racing seat so we can at least have all the safety from the seat sensors. Guess let's tear apart another seat. So here's the passenger seat. You can see we took off the seat cushion and the sensor sat right here. There you have the inside, here you have the outside. That has a bunch of connectors on it. But you have to take that headrest off to get this off to really be able to get the seat cushion off to be able to get the sensor out. It's a lot of stuff going on here. This does still have the airbag in it on this side, actually right here. So we're just leaving that alone because obviously we can't put an airbag into the racing seat. That we are accepting, but we want to make sure we can get all the other airbags to make sure they're active from the weight sensor, because that's what should tell them they're active, including the seatbelt clip. We'll play around with it some, but I want to at least get the weight sensor moved over. Yeah, sorry to interrupt the video real quick, but a lot of people commented on part 1 saying that they want to buy the brackets, they want to buy this, they want to buy that, or have me do a full conversion for them. So I've actually created an email, racing@teslainventory.com. Everything's linked down below. Shoot me an email with what you're interested in and I'll add you guys to the list. And that way, once we start selling everything, I can have an easy way to reach out to you, because you guys blew up the comments on the first video saying that you want all the different parts. So definitely email me at the address linked down below, and I will make sure to respond to you all as soon as everything is available. And kind of cool, this is the back of the driver's seat, but as you can see here, this is actually all the lumbar support. All this is like the whole little control module for it. You got all these little like air lines, I believe. I don't think this is a liquid one, I believe it's just air. And then here on the outside of the seat you have your airbag all right there. Okay, well that is all the pieces of 2 Model 3 seats. I'm actually sitting in one of the cushions right now because it's actually kind of comfy. Anyway though, some really interesting stuff here. So, one, this is the harness for the driver, whereas this is the harness for the passenger. So I ended up getting this, and I have the service manual for Model 3, and it shows this is what is the occupancy sensor. And this is like literally paper thin. I have zero idea how it works, but that's pretty cool. It's actually though buried. I had to kind of like take apart the seat was buried like right back in here, so it's under this middle cushion on the bottom of the seat, and it was just kind of like lightly glued to that. But I think what I can do is put this in the racing seat and just kind of sit it under the cushion, and it should work. Then we have the pre-tensioner right here, which is actually going to hook in to one of the pre-tensioners that go where the seatbelt actually, the bottom of it hooks into the seat. Then the other right here, this is actually going to be for where the seatbelt clicks in. Those are really the only things I'm using. I don't need any of the heated seat options. I don't need to move it forward. I don't need to move it back. I don't need lumbar support. I am not going to be having a second airbag in the side closest to the outside. So I'm not gonna have that, but let me show you the passenger. So keep in mind, this is the driver occupancy sensor right here. Here's the passenger occupancy sensor. It's bigger than my face. I actually thought both would be this size because I looked at the passenger seat first. But so I was talking to David about it, and he actually came up with some good conclusions and potential reasons why. So first off being is you just need to know someone's there. You don't need to know like weight sensors or anything like that, because you always need a driver, at least for now. So that's probably why this is so thin, whereas this one's a lot thicker because it actually needs a weight sensor to be able to tell the weight of the passenger. It's a good possible reason on that. I'm not gonna take this apart because I need it. I don't wanna ruin it. So I'm actually just gonna leave this together. Maybe I'll buy one online, we can take it apart and see. Maybe this is basically what's in it. I honestly don't know. I would say no because the sheer size of it. But yeah, so interesting to see these. And then as soon as we get the other racing seat in, that's kind of been a little bit of a fiasco because the seats we went with are actually not readily available. But Eric pulled some strings and I got somebody to come through. So we actually got him coming. So that will be coming very soon. But the idea is gonna be is just to run these under the cushions on each one. Obviously passenger being this one, driver being this one. We'll have the pre-tensioner on one side, we'll have the seat belt clip on the other. And I think it'll actually work out really, really well. Hopefully we don't get any errors because we're not gonna have any of these other things. The only thing I can think of is maybe we get an error because we're not gonna have that airbag on the outside of the seat. I'm not entirely sure on that. I guess we'll just have to play that by ear and see. Won't have heated seats no more, none of that. I'm not gonna cut any of these connectors off. I'm actually gonna leave them because I don't want the possibility of wires touching while it's connected into like the CAN bus and like shorting something out. So we're actually just gonna leave these. I'll probably just like electrical tape them to this main wire harness. And just kind of like do that with all the others that I'm not using, just so that everything is kind of tucked out of the way. But yeah, so far so good. The custom brackets will be here any day now. The other seat will be here any day now. I really think we pretty much have everything ready to go for this. We're gonna make this work, whatever we have to do. Pretty much, because I've spent a lot of money on parts already, so we kind of have to make it work. But I don't doubt that we'll be able to make it work. I'm just trying to make it work so we don't get any errors on the center screen. That is what I would like to do, because I have seen people that have like gutted their Tesla before, mainly like Tesla Racing Channel and some other friends that have like taken different things off, and they have errors out the wazoo on their screen. So that's something I'm really trying to avoid. And I think actually buying the seats and taking the actual real wiring harness out, I think is the key to it. I'd be surprised if we get any errors because like the heated seat's not hooked up or the lumbar support's not hooked up or anything like that. Only thing that concerns me though is this right here. So I guess we'll have to see as soon as we get everything in. But yeah, that's kind of like the seats in a nutshell. I'll probably actually sell those backs because those are really good condition. I'll probably sell like the passenger seat cushion. I could probably sell the backs. Those actually still have the airbags in them. The headrests are still good. So I'll probably sell like some of that stuff because I have no use for it anymore. So I mean, if you are looking for anything, maybe just shoot me an email and I can see what I got, because my garage is turning into a Tesla parts store. It's actually pretty funny. But that's basically it here. Just wanted to give you guys a little bit of an update. A lot of you have been very interested to see how this is going. Super excited. Seats should be here any day now. Bracket should be here any day now. And then we just need to take Model 3 and rip the white seats out. By rip, I mean gently. I'm not gonna like tear them out. I wanna keep them so if I ever need to, I can put them back in. And then we'll put these in and see how we go. Fingers crossed. Comment down below what you think will be the outcome is. Hopefully it's positive. As always, huge thanks to our channel sponsor, Abstract Ocean, for making all this possible. If you guys are looking to accessorize your Model S, X, or Model 3, definitely check out their website. Using code TESLAINVENTORY, all one word, will get you 15% off your first order. We have their matte screen protectors in all the cars. It really helps cut down the glare. I highly, highly advise those. They have all kinds of other cool accessories, like center console vinyl wraps, so that you don't have to deal with all that like piano black, fingerprint prone, scratch prone material, and all kinds of other cool stuff. So definitely check them out. As always though, thumbs up if you enjoyed the video. Go and click here to subscribe, here for some other ones, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.